was diagnosed with asthma from birth, so basically I've had it all my life. It's something I've lived with and learned to live with, and it is just part of my life. I mean, I always had to take my inhalers before I started a game or any training, and make sure the inhaler was on hand during the training. I was playing Widnes, which is a bit of a derby game. It was going to be the biggest crowd, it was going to be the toughest game, and it was our toughest game. Like, you know, I did have this TUE that said I could take it when I needed it. So basically, whenever I needed it, I grabbed it and took it. I never thought I was doing anything wrong. Yeah, I got a phone call off the RFL saying that, you know, they'd found a high level of salbutamol in my urine sample, and that they was questioning why it was so high. I immediately phoned the club doctor and had a conversation with him, and he told me, no, don't worry, you've got a TUE, I've got all the relevant documents, I'll sort it out for you. And you know, I thought that was the end of it. At that time, when I got the phone call, we'd actually just won a grand final the day before. I'll never forget the moment when I got the call. It was like my world just came crashing down. It was the most sobering phone call I've ever received. I just remember the words, you know, WADA have appealed it, and I remember the words, a 2-year ban. It was frightening. I've got a young family. I've got a young son. You know, I'm the main provider in my household. It was my wife I felt more sorry for her. There was times she was close to a nervous breakdown. To see her how she was then, you know, it upset me so much. And it upset me so much just thinking of, you know, if I do get banned, that's it. My income's gone. How will I pay the mortgage next month? You know, things like that were going through my head. There was people, once it got out there, people just see my name and drugs, and you know, they think the worst. But once all that the dust had settled, I did decide to appeal the decision and try and fight my corner. I'll never forget walking into the room for the hearing, and it was like there was a jury. There was a 3-man panel, and you know, it was like being a jury looking at me. And then on 2 television monitors was 2, I think there were solicitors or lawyers representing WADA. You know, and then my heart sank and how serious this situation was. But thankfully my legal team did their job, and you know, they put my case forward really well, and eventually the RFL ruled in my favour. One of the things that, you know, where I was at fault was I'd never been, all my asthma medicine I got from my GP. It was nothing to do with the club. It was my own GP, and basically I should have been going to regular asthma reviews to review my medicine. And it was I actually did one of these after all this had got out, and I was in this situation. And basically, one of the things was I was on the wrong medication, and if I'd have gone to one of the reviews they'd asked me to go to, I would have been told this. And probably the biggest thing, and the reason why I did get done, was also my inhaler technique was totally wrong. The way I was taking the inhaler was wrong, and not a lot of the salbutamol was getting into my lungs. It was just staying in my throat and my mouth. So that's why I kept needing to take more, because only a tiny percentage was getting in. I was found guilty, which, you know, I was guilty. I had produced that reading. I had taken my inhaler too much, so I was guilty. I understand that, but I'd not intentionally done it. I'd not tried to break the rules. You know, I've never taken a performance-enhancing drug in my life. I never will. All I want to do is play rugby, and I hope for quite a bit longer yet. The message, I think it took a while to get across, but now as in today's day and age, I think the message has got across that anything you put in your body is your responsibility.